Hey guys, today we're going to review this G90 dash camera. Recently I reviewed the G1W, which is a very similar camera with very similar features, and this one is just a little bit of an improvement over it, so I wanted to review it. Price range on this thing, you're talking 40 to 50 bucks, depending on whether or not it's on sale, full price, whatever. Links down in the description where you can get it. Also guys, if it is full price, make sure to check my little deal tracker page there, because there are coupons you can use for full price items, and sometimes they're 8, 10, sometimes even 12%, so make sure you look for those coupons, because you got to remember 10% of $40 is $4, which brings you down to like 36. So you know, every penny counts, guys. All right, so moving on, this thing stats wise very similar to what you expect to pretty much 99% of the dash cams on the market. 1080p. It's got the G-Shock sensor in case someone hits your car, loop recording, it's got motion sensing, all those things you would expect. It's got a little tiny battery which lasts about 13.5 seconds. You know, that way if you do like get into an accident and lose power, it does have time for it to wind up that recording and finish it up. So that is there. Capability of plugging it in through a normal cigarette lighter, or you can hardwire this as well. If you're going to take advantage of parking mode and the motion sensing, you're going to have to hardwire it in through your fuse box, so you do have that capability and the features if you are going to be doing that. The big improvement though is with the mounting system. Now I do prefer this camera quite a bit better to the G1W because of this mounting system. Now I work in an environment where I'm often, you know, in and out of different areas. It could be rural, urban, you know, all different kind of stuff. So I never know where I'm going to be at a given time. And what I found with the G1W is whenever I was in bad neighborhoods, I was pulling it off, and that involved unplugging it, taking it down, you know, kind of a huge pain in the neck. Now, this right here is a much simpler system because what you have is an integrated suction cup and USB adapter. So your USB plugs in here to the top of that. So what essentially happens is you can disconnect the camera, leave your suction cup and USB cable in place. So you never have to worry about fidgeting back around, getting it back up above, you know, pulling it down a little bit or screwing it up or anything like that. It's a very simple detachment. You can see there is a, I made the focus worse, a little bit of a button here just to press that button and pull forward. Alright, that's off. So you can see there, little connector. The suction cup works by turning. See, it actually holds my little thing here pretty good. This suction cup actually holds very, very well. You just, turn the knob here with the thing, and that will tighten and loosen it. Very strong, very little play in it. It's got a lot of tension on that. Very normal stuff up top as well. You do have an extra port for if you don't want to use that fancy schmancy suction cup. You got your HDMI. Looks like an AV cable as well. Your buttons are on the bottom, so they're pretty easy to access. So if you're sitting there, they're on the bottom, they're labeled, so you can actually read them, because you can see they're kind of at a 45. So they're actually very easy to read from your dashboard. Your little orange button here is kind of cool, because what that does is that will, if you're in recording mode, it will lock the current video. So if something happens, you see something, you know, maybe your favorite hooker walks by and you want to get a, you know, keep that bit of video, bink, and it will save it for you. It locks it in. It uses a SD card, which goes into the side here, up to 32 gigabytes. All right, so now we're going to plug it in. And hopefully you guys, if I've been editing correctly, have been seeing nice little videos over in this area here. So what I'm going to do is plug this in via a power bank. And this is one of those Xiaomi power banks. Man, are they good. Like 17 bucks. I actually have had these for about a year. Forgot to review them. Alright, so when we plug this bad boy in, you're going to see it should automatically start up to the splash screen and automatically record. So if this is in your car and you leave it plugged in, it will automatically turn on and off as you start your car. So this is completely and totally a hands-free option. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to turn it on, turn it off, record. You can stop recording and all that whenever you want. Your power buttons over here. You have your different menus and modes. So we're going to kind of display is very nice and clear. Hitting OK will shut off your recording. Your menu, you have two, kind of a left and right button there. You can go through your village, video resolution, image quality, time lapse, EV, loop recording settings, G sensor, motion sensing. The mic's terrible, guys. Don't even bother. Parking mode, video resolution, image quality, all that stuff. I believe you hit mode to go over to the next one. No. So what you have here is camera mode, and that will let you take pictures. I believe you hit this button to take a picture. Nope. It's okay. That'll take a picture. All right. So let's get back. That is your playback menu, and back to your camera. Hit menu again. Yeah, you have your language settings, card volume, all that fun stuff. If you want to set your time, format your card, auto power off, backlight, so you can set your display to turn off if you don't want that, or maybe it's illegal in your area to have any kind of display going. So all those nice things. So we're going to move back to the camera. In fact, we're going to set this right off to the side, turn it off, let you enjoy some footage while I talk about this bad boy. All right. So, actually, I'll plug that. Yeah, you can't see anything I'm doing right now, guys. The miracle of editing. All right. So overall, like I said, guys, I really do like this camera. I think the mounting system is a lot easier to deal with. It's very easier to unplug this because I can literally just unplug it, and when I'm done, plug it back in. I don't have to mess with the cable, anything. That cable's just like, and I run this thing right up to my headboard of my car. So, it's right there. The cable barely sticks out at all. It has a nice 170 degree wide angle lens. It really catches like everything, even off in the periphery. Just really, and as you can see from the video, the video quality is pretty darn decent for being just a $40 dash cam, and it will store quite a bit of footage on a 32 gig card. You're talking about 6 hours. So even if it takes you an hour to get back and forth to work, you can store about a week's worth of footage before you're going to have to cycle back around and start deleting things. That's a really good turnover. But overall, guys, this thing's small, it's compact, very discreet, it hides very well, especially when you put it behind your rear view mirror. Not a lot to complain about. Some of the things I don't like are the little stainless steel ring around the front that does kind of catch light and glint, and sometimes you can see it from weird angles. Also, I would like the option to be able to put this on a dashboard. So I wish there was a way to reverse the image. So if you wanted to put this down your dashboard with the suction cup, you could do that as well. I don't think it's just a function you're going to get out of this. But yeah, overall, guys, great value. These little dash cams that Gearbest have are a great value. They're really decent quality, and when you're buying stuff here in America from big box stores, you're really paying for nothing. Well, you're paying for the rent. You can get these things at a much cheaper price, and the features are pretty much the same. I mean, granted, if you want, Wi-Fi and you want GPS and all that, you got to pay more, but for a simple basic dash cam, these are really good. They work great and are just fantastic for the price. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, real quick, I like to show what happens when you plug these things in. This is a zero fuss system when it comes. Just literally plug this thing into your computer, and what's going to happen is you're going to get a drive pop up. It'll assign whatever letter is available for your computer, and what you're going to see is two folders. One is event, one is normal. Now your normal is your everyday recordings, and you can see they're labeled by date and time. So you can see that the 5-minute loops are about, looks like what, 300 megs or something like that. So you're talking, what, 3 of them for a gig. Oh no, 3 kilobytes. Yep, never mind, guys. And your event. This is what happens when you push the red button. It saves these events into this separate file so they are easier to find and track. So I did want to point that out. This is very simple to use, and like I said, guys, literally plug it in and it will assign itself a drive, and you'll see the event in normal, and you can literally just drag and drop these to your computer and view them and whatever it is you want to do. Simple, easy,